small town. Now it's gotten so big that people from the country think of it like the city. White flight. It's not just white flight. It's rich flight. It's all the people that can afford to flee. So that's not just white people. Them calling it white flight, that's misleading. It's really green flight. So if you have money, you can leave. I remember things being a lot smaller. I remember things being better. Every time that they work on something, it ain't better. Every time they say, oh, we need more money for something, that something never gets better. It's like sending someone to rehab multiple times. And maybe the rehab clinic's different. Maybe there's a spa or some shit. You're still the same person with no desire to get clean. You know what I mean? Well, I don't think America wants to get clean. I don't think anybody does. They just want to keep complaining. Because that's easier. Because anytime that you mention an actual solution, they don't want any part of it. I think you're impractical. There's nothing you can do about that. People being lazy so they don't have to lift a finger. And they'll trust anybody but themselves. And they'll say it's everybody committing an act of violence against them. But it's always them. It's always them pulling that trigger. Because the gun is always in their hand. They just don't know it. And we're so lucky that we know this. Though it doesn't really feel like luck, does it? With wisdom comes pain. With wisdom comes sadness. With wisdom comes dramatic realizations. extent that I call it breaking up. Because every time I do, I drop to my knees. When I do that, I always look up. And I thank my Creator for getting me to this position. I thank my Creator for making me understand the way that things really are, to the point that everybody thinks that I'm in a state of psychosis. You don't wish you could know this. All these things that we know. Sometimes I wish I could let it all go. But then I'd be like them, doing the same exact thing again, wondering why it didn't work. The 25th time, or the 500th time. I think it's only really, really smart people, and by really smart I mean wise, that look back and look forward. Most people paying attention to what's happening right now. You're only paying attention to whatever they're told to pay attention to, because that's all the media will allow. And nobody's thinking about things that happened before. And they're not thinking, well, if it happened before, maybe it could happen once more. You know. They say that history repeats itself. Kind of, sort of. It rhymes. If you pay attention to the timing. That's why comedians are always on point. The stuff that they say. Because we notice little things like little correlations. If you notice a correlation, well, you're bound to start a confrontation. Because most people don't notice the correlations. And they accuse you of being conspiratorial or something. But they ashamed that they didn't notice it first. Or they ashamed that they didn't even care to notice. But they ashamed. But they ashamed. They should be. This is the world that you live in, and you should want it to be better. You should want your life to count for something, but instead you just watch TV, and you sit there, and you complain about things that you could change if you had a smidgen of a brain, but you just want it to get sucked out of you. And that's why I hate smartphones, y'all.